TG here. Today's video is a special one. It's a review on this magnificent beast. It's a Toyota Fortuner bought in 2012. It's done 53,000 kilometers and today is the 9-year review of this one. Now, this is the magnificent engine that's been powering this beast. It's a 4-cylinder inline turbocharged engine straight from Toyota. It produces 171 horsepower and it was first in class when it was released. This is the interior of the Toyota Fortuner. As you can see, most of it is made of leather and it's made of premium quality materials. This, we have also in my car fitted a TV system which is great for long distance driving. This interior has held up very well and as you can see there's some wear and tear here, but that's not much of an issue because it's been holding up for more than 8 years. Toyota Fortuner has a luggage space of 296 liters in the boot, which is with the seats folded down. And as probably most of us know, it can be folded out completely and folded back into the door sills. And here, from my experience, I can say that at least 4 small bags can fit inside here and 2 big bags can fit inside here. And so this makes it a great car for long distance driving. In the more than 8 years of ownership of this car, we have changed mainly 3 things. First of them is the battery. It gave us a lot of trouble because it's been standing like this for like more than 4 months and the battery's gone flat, so we had to replace it like 3 or 4 times. Then the second thing was its tires, because it's run for a long time and as you know tires bald, so we had to buy new tires which was really expensive. Now the third thing is the brake pads. We didn't notice it until, as you might know, when we started to lose brakes. We started to feel that the brakes were fading and we took it to Toyota. So they said that the brake pads were failing and so we replaced them, which was also not cheap. For this year of Toyota Fortuner, it came with a silver wheel, and from this silver wheel we can classify 2 types of Fortuners, and that is the newer generation of this model. It came with a black wheel and many people liked it. So if you see a silver wheel Fortuner and a black wheel Fortuner, we can understand that it is a newer model. The black one is a newer model, and if you think it's fake, you can also look at the back of its boot lid for the TRD logo, which means that it's a newer one. And for this specific car, the most criticism it got was for its suspension. It gave a really bumpy ride and I experienced it firsthand. When I went for a long drive, I clearly experienced its bumpiness and it gave me a bad back pain, and it also gave my mother one. So from this, when I looked it up, I saw that the Ford Endeavour gave a better ride and many people preferred it because of it. So this is my most greatest criticism for this car. As I said before, this car makes over 171 horsepower, but over the years we have felt that the engine power is getting reduced and the fuel economy is getting bad. So when we took it to the service center, they said that there is a lot of soot buildup in the engine and we might need to carbon clean the engine. So I recommend all of you people who have been experiencing fuel economy problems to properly clean their engines and taking it to a certified workstation and doing it properly so that your engine will get a great longevity. Now, one of the things that we had to completely redo was the exhaust of this car. And when I mean redo, I just mean rechroming it, because it started building up rust and we had to rechrome it as per Toyota's instructions. And when we heard that rust was building up in the underside of it, we decided to take a 3M underbody protection service, and they did a complete rust protection service in our car, which did cost much, but it's worth it in the long run. Now let me talk about the resale value of these things. As I said before, it's a 2012 model, so it's fairly old, but still, since it's a Toyota and it's fairly reliable, it still goes for up to 23 lakhs, and it's around that money that we paid to get this car. So this car is actually a great investment if you think about it. because it does not break down. It is a great car, and even if you want to sell it, you can get most of your money back. So in our experience, we suggest that you buy Toyota, and that Toyota is a great car all in. Now, one of the pros of this car, as I said before, one was resale value. The second one is the power delivery that this engine gets. It's really smooth, it's really powerful, and in hill starts it's really great. We took it for off-roading once, and it did really great, even though it's a two-wheel drive car. This has a linear power delivery, and we can feel it that the power delivery is smooth, because we don't feel it accelerating. It just glides along the road, and we don't feel much. So the engine in this is a superb thing, as I said before. Now, just as I said before, some people prefer the Endeavour over this car. But even if you're buying it second hand, I think the better option is this. First of all, because as I said, resale value. It holds its value, and it does not drop unless it has been in a bad crash or something. And second, as I said, the power delivery in this thing is amazing. And in the Ford Endeavour, I have experienced that it gives a little bumpy power delivery, and it's not that much comfortable. So even though many people say that the ride is amazing in the Endeavour and not so amazing in this car, I have felt in some cases that the Endeavour's drive is not that great either, because in some roads which are not level, this car is great because it levels out its tires and does the same to the body, so we don't feel the tire wear. And in the second one, the Endeavour, we can feel that it has a little bit of body roll and that, but we cannot say it because it's an SUV, it's a big car, so it is allowed to have body roll actually. So because of two things, the resale value, the power delivery, I'm saying that this is a better car, and also because of its longevity. This car will last you for a long time. As I said, this car has lasted my family for a decade, so an Endeavour, I think it cannot do that. So personally, having owned many Toyotas, I think that this is a better car. If you're looking for a car that holds its value, it's a great SUV. One of the pros on this car is the AC system in it. It's really great, and it cools down very fast. It also has the rear cooler functionality, which cools the rear through the vents given on the roof. It's all in all a great system provided by Toyota, and it cools down very fast and effectively. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.